What's up, y'all? This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and I'm back with another one. I did 20 years on a 30-year federal prison sentence. Hold on one second. Done 20 years on a 30-year federal prison sentence. I tell y'all my horror stories for the uplifting of anybody that it can help. Because a lot of things come with being incarcerated for a substantial amount of time, and I'm here to tell y'all my story. Daily, I have high anxiety. I'm dealing with PTSD. I live by myself right now. I don't even cut the stove on. I'm only working out of a microwave. Can't cut the stove on because of my PTSD, my anxiety, to the point of I turn the stove on, start cooking something, and walk away, forget, phone ring. But that's how I know that I'm not equipped to deal with those type of day-to-day functions, because I know what I'm dealing with. So I just don't do certain things, like cutting on the stove. But those are some of the horrors of being in federal prison for that type of time, because I've been reprogramming dealing with a microwave. Even if I walked away from the microwave a lot of times and left my food in there overnight, forgot about it. Who left this food on? If your bowl of noodles be on the microwave in the morning, because people took your shit out because you holding up the microwave because you and walked outside and went on the track playing handball. You forgot that you put your bowl of noodles in there and walked off. I've done it plenty of times. So now, back on this side, I almost burnt my house down once before already. So, well, few times. So I just don't do it. That's because of high anxiety and PTSD. You know what I'm saying? So if your family members doing a lot of time, right? Please be patient with them on certain levels, man. So I give y'all this, man. This is my heartfelt confession to y'all, man. It's my truth. And it took me 12 years. I thought I had my little stuff bulletproof, right? Popular guy running the streets, having it my way, doing young dude stuff, man. But I was on a nice. It was all right. I could say that. So I went to jail, and I didn't even know how I landed in jail. Didn't understand it. Everybody that read my paperwork, like, man, how they gave you all this time for 2,000 grams. 2,000 grams is considered as what, 2 keys of powder cocaine? 2,000 grams, because that's what it was. It was powder. Schedule 2 narcotic, and I ended up with a 30-year sentence. And I was wondering, once I got in jail and all the legal beagles that I was running around, they was like, man, how they give you all this time for that? What they used was prior bad acts. It's called 404B, prior bad acts. That means they'll use a couple prior convictions, and they'll say it's a pattern. They'll put you in another bracket and say, oh, this is a pattern. You know what I'm saying? They show it as a pattern. So they use it under statutes. You know what I'm saying? But all the time it just say pattern. You know what I'm saying? So once they bring that in, introduce that, that enhances your time. So that's what they done to me. Little small stuff. But it was big on the flip side. So it's a lot of tricks. It's a lot of harsh realities, man, when you get in that situation. And even being in that situation, I couldn't understand how I landed in federal prison. I can say that to say the way I was moving. But like I could tell you this, and I can tell you this firsthand, a lot of times it ain't gonna be the people on the outside hating on you. It's gonna be sometimes it's gonna be your intricate circle hating on you, you know. So, and that was the case with me, you know. My cousin that I started in the era with, started everything with, you know, gave me up for whatever reason. Know he was in trouble and all of that, but like I said, it took me 12 years in prison. I sat in prison for 12 years trying to figure out how did I land in prison. 12 years. Now, I know I deserve to be there. I got caught. Okay, yeah, I'm going to jail. Okay, I'm in jail. But I'm knowing things that I was doing at the time. It was like, okay, I'm going to face whatever. Yeah. But not by the hands of your comrades, your family members, you know, and that's the disturbing part of it. 12 years in prison, man, with that anguish, man, just knowing um, I'm I'm flipping every stone and rock. You just don't know. I learned how to start doing legal work, my own legal work. So I started learning the process of um, fighting for my life, having a 30-year sentence. So you have to understand that I was diligently focusing on